they don't present as a trial. They are very famous businessmen, even legislator, solicitor, accountant, and they hold senior position in the trial. They will invite whoever newly arrived from Canada to work in the High Commissioner of Canada in Hong Kong to go to the race course in their box, do some racing, talking, and then going party or going on a big yacht and some money change, some handshake, and problem solve, you know. Can you afford to buy a gold Rolex? So they give you a gold Rolex, fancy car. Then when you get hooked on, then they will ask you to do a favor. Besides, who knows? At those days, who knows? Everybody doing, I think. I think it takes more than one person in the High Commission of Canada to get the job done, not just one single person. It must be a big scandal behind it all.
With the type of corruption that was evident at the High Commission at that time, is it possible that a number of very serious criminals, triad members, would get through the system and get to Canada?
They're already living there now. Big time. Businessmen. Properly in Chinatown. Business. If you try to tell me nobody take bribery in that time, nobody in Hong Kong will believe it. Especially those who couldn't make it.
How much? How much would it cost?
Nobody give me the price, but we'll figure out somewhere about $500,000 Hong Kong dollar. Will you pay $500,000 to buy the whole family and insurance? Would you like to go to Africa or some tiny island in Pacific, or would you like to go to the Maple Leaf? I would choose the Maple Leaf.
How many criminals bought their way in? Well, the half-hearted RCMP investigation turned a blind eye to that. But this scandal was about to take a new twist.